What's up, guys? James from AimSurplus, and I'm back with a new product spotlight. Well, it's not new because it's a surplus gun, but it's new because we haven't had them before, and really, not many others have. This guy is the Mac 50. It's from France. You can insert your boomer jokes here. Never fired, dropped once. I've heard it. Now, this is a firearm that is relatively unknown here in the USA. When we got them in, I had no idea what they were, didn't pay any attention to it. Then I found out some cool stuff about them, so I did some research for you guys. Now, taking a look at these, it doesn't seem like anything crazy. I think it's a gorgeous gun. Gray parkerized finish. On the left side here, you have your MAC stamped on them, hence them being called Mac 50s. Much cooler name than the M1950. 1946, the French Army General Staff issued a directive for a new pistol. They wanted to update things. Sounds cool. Requirements, some of them, no more than 650 grams without the magazine. They wanted the barrel length to be 10 to 12 centimeters at most. They wanted a manual safety. They wanted a hold open device for your last round. You can see more of that stuff up here. Sounds like they wanted to copy a 1911. I get it, we're the best. You want to copy us. Makes sense. Now let's talk production on these guys. 221,900 of these were produced from March 1953 to June 1963. That is a tongue twister. There were some changes for where they were manufactured in 1961 and on, but in total, 341,900 of them were made. Serial numbers. It's going to be right there. Pistols made by MAC, whatever you want to call it, are numbered in a batch of 10,000, starting with A0001 being the first batch, all the way up to W1900 being the last batch. MAS made 100,000 of them. First group with the FG prefix being built between November 1963 and 1976. Then there was another series of pistols made between August 1976 and April 1978. And those are going to have the FH prefix. Serial numbers, like I showed you, are all on the right side of the frame. Now you may asking like, oh, who used those? Well, you can joke about it, not the French. Well, the French Armed Services did use them, as well as their police reserve, and they're still used apparently by their army, except guys who are in active combat. They're updated to like Glock 17s or whatever they're using over there. But by the 90s, most of them are replaced. A variety of former French colonies use them as well: Algeria, Cameroon, Senegal, Congo, and there's more. They're pretty cool. You can check out this ad that I found right here in an issue of American Rifleman from 1961. I was going through some stuff trying to figure out what this exactly is, some cool info, and I found this. $29.95. Man, what a time to be alive. Who knew that, just a couple years ago they'd be worth $3,000? Because nobody had them. Well, that's changed. We got them, and we got a whole bunch, so they're not $3,000 anymore. These things are pretty sweet. It's actually super comfortable. I'm very, very impressed with it. It feels like a high-powered 1911 had a kid, in a good way. Now, when you grab one of these from us, what's coming with it, you ask? Well, you get the sweet pistol, one magazine here. You've got an original owner's manual. It's in French, so you're gonna have to brush up. A second mag in this cool surplus holster. It's a pretty sweet deal. Tons of cool collectible stuff out here, especially the manual. That's pretty cool. I don't know how to read French, or I'd read it to you guys. But, if you're local, swing by, check them out in person. If they're not at the counter, ask one of the showroom guys if you can see one. They'll bring one out to you. If you're not local, check them out on the website, and if you want to do some research, there is a ton of articles, ton of information on these online. Some really cool stuff. There's a couple that I found where a guy is shooting them, seeing how accurate they are compared to like a Browning, compared to a 1911, compared to a SIG P210, which was involved in the process for determining what they wanted. Super cool stuff out there, especially if you like history. Doesn't even have to be gun history, that's just cool history. Go on a deep dive, check these out. You should buy one, maybe buy two. Who knows? That's all I got for you guys right now, but I'll see you soon. Don't worry.